Grand afternoon and bright blessings to all of my pedal patrons. I'm back from vacation. I had a great time in Chicago, but now we're getting back to business. I have 3 different maps I'm going to show you. I want to try to do this quickly, but I want to get through the remainder of the month here of February. And today, obviously on Thursday, we are at the beginning of Mercury retrograde in the sign of Pisces. In fact, the next couple of retrogrades are going to be all in the water signs, which means all of the review periods, which is a blessed period for Mercury being in retrograde, are going to be about internal healing at its highest, maintaining your independence for whatever it is that you said that you wanted to do, with an opportunity to go back and review, refresh, reassess, make some adjustments. We are still in winter. We haven't started quote unquote new year. We've got another couple of weeks if you're looking at that for springtime at equinox. However, this is an opportunity where you're going to be able to see one of 2 camps. It doesn't matter what your signage is. Fierce independence of self and what it is that I need to do for my own management. And those people that don't quite have their collective poop in a group, you're going to see them tell on themselves, because that is exactly what is going to happen. Secrets coming out. Nothing wrong with having something held close to the vest if it's for yourself, because you are trying to do what you need to do. But if it's against somebody else, watch how many people are going to start tripping over themselves, and just watch. It's going to be very, very interesting. So again, the best thing you can do, doesn't matter. And I am going to, again, bring up 3 different maps because I want you to see how things are looking. But it is maintain your independence. Why are you making the decisions that you're making? And can you enforce that for yourself without being overly critical of the shouldas, the wouldas, the couldas, because that never gets you anywhere. It's about where you're at right now and the universe giving you that opportunity. And then the third thing is attach to you. Don't worry about other people coming from the back trying to talk to you and reattach themselves. Don't worry about that person. If you're ready to accept an apology, then do so. If you're not, keep it pushing. Focus on you. That is what this entire Mercury retrograde is going to be asking you to do, because it is very emotional, as will be the remainder of the Mercury retrogrades that we have, because they're again all in water signs. But Pisces, 12th house, Neptune ruled 12th house energy, okay, is dreams, intuition. Can also sometimes be a little bit of the wool pulled over the eyes, a little bit of illusion, delusion sort of energy. But at its best, it is helping you get down to the nubbins of what needs to be next as you're going through your next petal of awakening, so to speak. Heightened dreams off the charts for a lot of people, and very high opportunity for spiritual growth and spiritual development through around the 20th, utilizing this frequency. Doesn't matter what your signage is. Although if you do know it, then you're going to understand what house could possibly be affected with the way that things are going to be communicated to you, or the specifics, or the first, second, and third priorities, sun, moon, rising energy, so to speak. But let's do this. Let's bring up the maps. Let me run through them, and then I'm going to give you the details for the elements: earth, air, fire, water. Let's get up the first map. Here we go. Okay, so today's energy, Mercury retrograde started the process this morning at like 1:48 in the a.m. A minute before that, we had 2 separate squares. Well, specifically the Neptune here squaring what we have going on here with the moon in Cancer, that switched over at midnight. So moon sign changes are big. If you are someone that's super sensitive to moon energy, then you definitely probably felt this. Again, moon Cancer is sensitive. It's in its home zone. The energy of Pisces coming in here with the sun. We have some trines because of the sun and the moon. A lot of water energy, that's emotional energy. But if you think about it, getting to the depths of whatever the issue, situation, or whatever happens to be, use the energy for that. You can really harness what you may need to be able to shift and change. Moving forward, the other big issues of the day are the fact that this quincunx that shows up with Pluto now in Aquarius in that moon position of Cancer is just adding a little bit of frequency to the shifting that you know needs to be adjusted for yourself. But the last transit that we have today is at like 2:04 p.m. And that's technically where the sun is officially in Pisces and the moon is in Cancer. They have a big trine together. So again, a positive opportunity to jump into this Mercury retrograde until March 20th with a positive mindset about, again, keeping things in its highest independence for you. Let's jump over into Friday so that I can show you what that looks like. Friday, and it is a 3 numerological energy value and frequency day. So there is a heightened opportunity for collaboration on this day. Again, we're only in the second day of Mercury retrograde. The big one that's going to be coming in, though, is the official stationing of the Mars and the Uranus square. It's going to change. It's shake and bake energy. Some people are not going to be able to handle the speed at which their thoughts are running, coupled with the Mercury in retrograde in Pisces, emotional concepts, chronic diarrhea of the mouth, in order to try to change something physical, tangible, touchable, Uranus energy. Now, Uranus is the ruler of our Aquarius, so that is going to be very interesting for some people. Try to observe what's happening out here. Do not absorb it as best as you possibly can. Your best opportunity is to realize that you have strong opportunities to pull in the 2 trines that are independent. Mama Venus in Pisces, remember, that's her exaltation spot. She does her best work when she's hanging out with Pisces, okay? And you also have a separate trine coming in here with Mercury. So the watering energy there, harmonizing. I would be doing positive affirmations, positive appreciation, no self-criticism, no shoulda, woulda, couldas. That never gets you anywhere. Focus on where you are putting energy into some things, even if you're just starting something or acknowledging that you are making some adjustments to a few things. That is what this whole thing is about. But we also do have some positive trine energy coming in here with the Pluto in Aquarius and the Gemini rising position. So the speed at thoughts, the speed at communication, the speed at which you can see, ooh, that person's crashing out, or ooh, this person's a little bit different. I can pull myself back away from that and do my own thing. It's a great day, in my opinion, even though we're just at the beginning of this. We also have some gorgeous sextiles that are aligning to giving you that opportunity to be in your best moment. Let's go towards Saturn Day. All right, Saturn Day, we turn into a 4 universal day, which is staking, okay, your 4 pillars, whatever those 4 pillars of development or learning or producing happens to be for you, okay? The moon changes into the sign of Leo, creating an opposition with Pluto and Aquarius at that moment, the speed at which we are going to do the appreciation and how we're going to change our thoughts and our actions. We still have that square that is here, but we also have Mercury and Mama Venus having a conjunction first thing in the morning. Positive affirmations, people. Positive affirmations. Speak kindness about the things that you are giving yourselves credit for so that you can keep pushing forward. And then Saturn and Uranus, Neptune and Saturn have their own independent trines on this particular day. Okay, elemental signs, earth signs. You would do well if you focused on adding some sort of newness with the attitude of gratitude, because something is going to open itself up for you over these next couple of days if you'll take advantage of it. Air signs. This is learning how to work with your dark energy. This is creating the balance between light and dark. This is, think about justice or creating balance frequency. And that's all I'm going to say about that. That's your big focus, okay? Love your dark side. We all have them. Fire signs. This is going to be positive for you if you keep practicing something that you know you're pulling off the shelf and you're working through it slowly. Give yourself attitude of gratitude, okay? Don't go too fast. We talked about that before. And then water signs, yours is going to be gathering your strength so that you can continue to make the best of the situations that are coming up. Give yourself, all of you, give yourself ease and grace.